Hi, boys and girls. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend. What you're going to see today is that we are going to be redoing lesson 7.5, multiplying mixed numbers by whole numbers. Because what I was noticing is a lot of you were getting it wrong. So just because I didn't comment doesn't mean you didn't get it wrong, because people were doing some crazy things with it. And I'm kind of worried that maybe some of you didn't watch the video from the other day. So let's go over how to do this again. Now, for example, if we're multiplying the number 2 as our whole number by 4 and 2/6. What I noticed some people were doing was first they were doing 2 times 4, which is 8, and then they were leaving this as 2/6. Now, what we want to do is we want to think of this like saying 2 times 4 and 2/6 is like saying adding 4 and 2/6 two times. So if I did that, I would say 4 and 2/6 plus 4 and 2/6 is 8 wholes and 4/6. So you wouldn't just be keeping that number the same. So what I thought we could do today is we are going to break down every problem into 3 steps. And you are going to be doing that today as you practice as well. So watch closely because you need to be doing exactly this today. Every single step I'm doing, you are also going to be doing. So watch closely so that when I ask you why you didn't do the steps, you can't say you didn't know. Okay, so let's try this out. Okay, the first problem we're going to try is 5 times 3 and 3/8. Now, if you remember the other day, the first thing you do is you do a whole number by a whole number. So step 1, the first step, we are going to do 5 times 3. And today you're going to write 5 times 3, which equals 15. Okay? Now, the second step you do is you take your whole number again, your whole number by your fraction. So first we did 5 times 3. Now we're going to do 5 times 3/8 because we're multiplying 3 and 3/8. So 5 times 3/8 is 5 times 3 is 15/8. Now, from now on, if you get a number that's more or greater than a whole, you have to convert it. You can't keep 15/8 here. So let's convert 15/8. Now, on your lesson on Friday, you ran over how to convert numbers. Now, I know 8/8 is 1 whole, and if I have another 8/8, that would be 16/8. That's too high, so I can only do 1 whole. So 15/8 is 1 whole, which is 8/8, and going from 8/8 to 15/8 is another 7/8. So that's 1 whole and 7/8. Now my final step is taking my two numbers and adding them together. So I take 15 and then I add it to 1 and 7/8, and my total is 16 wholes. 15 plus 1 is 16, and 7/8. So my answer is 16 and 7/8. Look at how I did these 3 steps. My first step is my whole number times my whole number. My second step is my whole number times my fraction. And my third step is putting my two answers together to get my final answer. Let's try one more together. Okay, so what I recommend doing for this problem is really trying it along with me. If you're trying it along with me, you're going to be able to see, am I having problems with this? Do I really get it? And that's when you can start asking yourself the questions or rewatch the video if you need. Okay, so our problem is this. 8 times 4 and 3/5. So I know my first step, I'm doing my whole number by my whole number. And it's 8 times 4, which is 32. And once again, knowing your facts is going to come into play on not only getting this done quicker, but getting it done accurately and correctly. Now, my second step is I'm going to take my whole number now and multiply it by just the fraction. So first I did 8 times 4, and now I'm going to be doing 8 times 3/5. Now I know 8 times 3 is 24, so this is 24/5. Okay, now, then I say to myself, 24/5 is more than a whole. So I need to convert this. I know 5/5 is a whole, plus another 5/5, 2 wholes. 5/5, 10/5, plus another 5/5. 5/5, 10/5, 15/5. I can keep going. Plus another 5/5. 5/5, 10/5, 15/5, 20/5, plus another 5/5 is 25/5. Too high. So I can go all the way up to here. That is 4 wholes. Now 4 wholes is 20/5. How many more fifths to get to 24? Yes, 4/5. So 24/5 is the same thing as saying 4 wholes, which equals 20/5, plus another 4/5. Now I am ready for my final step. First, I had 8 times 4, which is 32. Then I had 8 times 3/5, which is 4 and 4/5. So my total is 32 plus 4 is 36 and 4/5. And I'll write that 36 and 4/5 right up there. And that is reviewing how to multiply a whole number by a mixed number. A lot of you were missing a step. I think some of you were not converting correctly. Some of your basic facts were wrong. So you have to be really careful. Not converting correctly is going to get this answer wrong as well. Okay, so yes, you could also say the answer is 32 and 24/5. You could say that. But now we really want to practice converting because next year, when you get to 5th grade, Mrs. Hill, your math teacher, is going to expect you to know how to convert fractions and how to multiply a whole number by a mixed number. So this is the practice we're going to do. Now, if you're having a really hard time, you need to email me and tell me exactly what is causing you a hard time. Is it step 1? Is it step 2? Is it converting? What is it so that I can help you? So today you're going to be doing problems like this, and I have it. Step 1's in red, step 2's in blue, and the final step is in black. I made sure I did all these colors to match that. So you are going to be doing that practice today, and you have to break down each step. Even if you're really good at it, that's great because breaking down each step will be easy for you then. Have a great day in math. Let me know if you need any help, and as always, happy problem solving!